grandmother's house. Ben and Meg knew where they were going today. It was to be a very special treat. They were going to grandmother's house for lunch. Grandmother is a good cook and she always bakes nice treats. Mother told Ben and Meg that she wanted them to help grandmother stack her wood and help her do other jobs around the house. They always love doing grown-up work. Do you? Meg asked if she could help grandmother in the kitchen. Mother said, "You'll have to ask grandmother." Meg likes to wash and chop the vegetables. Ben likes to use the blender when grandmother makes puddings. They knew it was going to be a fun day. Mother told Ben he could write in his main lesson book about his day when they got home. Soon they arrived at grandmother's house and grandmother was standing at the door to greet them. Ben and Meg always liked the way grandmother makes them feel. She always seems so warm and happy. Her hugs are extra nice, too. They are very happy to help her. Ben asked right away where grandmother wanted the wood stacked. Then he began carrying wood. He felt very grown up. At first he could only carry 2 pieces of wood at a time, but soon he tried 3 pieces at a time. It was pretty hard work for a boy of 7, but he really wanted to help grandmother. He knew he could carry 3 pieces at a time if he tried very hard. His arms got tired, but he made up his mind to finish the job for her. Ben brought some wood inside to put beside grandmother's wood stove. She stacked the rest of the wood outside the porch. Mother and Meg began helping grandmother make lunch. Every time Ben brought a load of wood inside, he smelled the food cooking. He felt himself getting very hungry. He knew there would be pumpkin pie, his favorite pie. Grandmother always makes a pumpkin pie for Ben and an apple pie for Meg when they come to visit. After lunch, grandmother sat down in her favorite chair and took out her knitting. She began to knit while they talked. Ben told grandmother that he was crocheting a scarf. Grandmother said, "Next time you come, bring your scarf so I can see it." Meg wanted to know what she could learn to do. Grandmother showed her how to finger knit. This was a lot of fun. Grandmother told Mother that pretty soon she would start to make another quilt. She asked Mother to save Ben's and Meg's old clothes so she could cut them up for patches on her quilt. Mother promised to save their old clothes, but asked if they could come and help her with the quilt. Grandmother said, "I would be very happy to teach you how to quilt." Meg asked who the quilt was for. Grandmother said, "I was just thinking what you and Ben might each like to have your own quilt." Ben and Meg said yes at the same time, but Ben and Meg wanted to know who would get the first quilt. Grandmother would see they both wanted the first one, so she said, "We will draw names. We will put both of your names on pieces of paper and mix them up. I will pick a name without looking, and that person will get the first quilt." decided to start the first quilt in 2 weeks after Mother had time to gather together old clothes. Soon it was time to go home. On the way home, Mother asked Ben what he would write in his main lesson book. He said he had so much to write about he wondered if his hand would get tired. Mother told Ben to pick out his favorite part of the day and write about it. Ben decided he could write about carrying those big logs of wood. After all, it was a grown-up job, and he felt very pleased. Mother thought that was a great thing to write about. Ben even decided to draw a picture of grandmother's wood stove with the wood stack beside it. Meg decided that she would draw a picture as well. It has been a wonderful day, even though it was very hard work for Ben. Next time we go to grandmother's house, he said, we will work on the quilt. Then my arms will not be so tired. The end.